Okay, it's not letting me hit record, so Ghost Joan, if you want to record this, go. I'm done. You guys missed it. Missed it. I was too busy trying to figure out if I could press record or not. Anyways, so this call was a little bit of a surprise to me. Joan asked me to lead it a couple hours ago, maybe, and me being like complete type A, have had like anxiety for the last 2 hours trying to figure out what I'm gonna say, and I realize that I've been doing this for 4 years, so just know that it's fine that you still get nervous. It's fine that you don't always feel like you know what you're doing. But on the same note, I have been doing this for 4 years. I do know what I'm doing more than I think I do sometimes. So she gave me a couple ideas for what to talk about, and I'd actually forgotten about one of the things, which is actually a pretty huge deal, and that is specifically the promo this month, which is $20 off the challenge packs. And I think it's $150 or more. I think the less expensive ones, it doesn't count for, but BOD for sure. And then all the ones that are more expensive than that. So our company does amazing things, and pretty much every month they give us something to leverage for our business and to help our challengers and our customers get the best results possible. So I can't remember if it was last month or the month before, but a lot of times they'll do like 3-day refreshes will be 10% off or $10 off, whatever. But like that's always been a huge thing for me, getting people active, like jumping back in, kind of starting fresh and like getting that, like breaking through the plateau or I haven't done anything for a while. I need to see some fast results so I can be motivated to keep going. So this month, the $20 off all the challenge packs is a really big deal, I think, because one, how many times a day do we get the price objection? Like 8 billion. Two, I know when I first signed up with the BOD challenge pack, which is an insane, crazy value anyway, it was like $200. That was when it first came out. So the fact that right now they can get it for $140 is like crazy. So I wanted to start off kind of at the beginning of what I do when I'm starting to leverage a promo, and that's my posts. And so that's kind of like filling the top of my funnel, like people that I don't know are going to see that, maybe people I've never talked to. So I actually put one up tonight if you want to like run over to my page and check that out. But there's a few different options as far as that goes. Something I like to do is I compare the price of what this crazy value that I'm getting to what I paid when I first started. But I also shared the story of why I needed it, why I started, how I invested in myself, why I invested in myself. I don't just say, this is what I paid, this is what you're going to pay, because that's going to come across as salesy, it's going to feel yucky to you. So I just share, like, here's where I was when I first started. I was like a shell of a person, and that's me speaking right now. That's not just a general statement for you to use, but wherever you were at, share that, talk about why you took the plunge and invested in yourself, and then talk about, how much they actually get it for a lot less than what you started with. I compared it tonight to what I paid for a gym membership. I actually paid for a gym membership for 6 months without going. So that was a huge deal. It was $30 a month. And I talked about how I got no nutrition guidance. I had no accountability or support there. I was super uncomfortable going, and that's why I didn't go. And it was just inconvenient for me. And so I essentially showed how much less I was getting at the gym for more money than what I invested in myself. And then the results, I shared pictures of the results that I got from doing this stuff at home that most people think they're not going to be able to be motivated to do, or it's not going to be worth their money. And then the third thing for the post is to promote your current group and offer the promo for those that get started before your group starts. So my team and I are running a 21-day challenge, and you don't have to be doing 21-day fix. It's just the length of the group, kind of a very strict accountability, like craziness. I'll talk about that in a little bit. But you can actually use it, like I think it was Christina Battaglia that was talking about how she was letting people know that when they were giving away the real-time 21-day fix with the challenge packs, like she was offering that as a gift to them. Like it was a favor that she was doing them. So I have been doing the same thing and letting people know that I'm taking $20 off their pack to get started, like exactly like I did 4 years ago. And these are the results that I got 4 years ago, and this is how it changed my life. But like it's a favor for them, and like let them know that they're getting a crazy deal. But our group starts the 10th, so pick a date when your group's going to start, or if it's already started, then create some urgency around that. But our group starts the 10th, so I'm kind of talking about it like until the 10th. I mean, obviously it's going to go past that, but until the 10th, I'm going to give you $20 off for anybody that gets started, because I want them to start by then so that they can be prepared and have everything ready to go. So that's what I'm doing with my posts. Invites, especially anybody that's ever given you the price objection, I would invite them and say something like, I know money was holding you back before. Obviously, I would say hello and hope your day's going wonderfully and all that small talk that I'm so good at. But I know that money was holding you back before, so I thought of you because the pack that we chatted about before, because most of the time that's the point we get to. You give them the options and then they don't talk to you anymore, or they're like, oh, it's just not my budget right now. Oh, my car just broke down. You know, all those excuses that we've heard a million times. So I thought of you because that pack that we chatted about before is actually $20 off this month. And I'm saving a spot for you in our current group. You in, girl? Like, make them feel wanted. I'm saving you a spot. Make them feel valued, because they are, and you want them in there. But just share your excitement. Or like, I'm so excited. Like, remember what we were talking about? It's $20 off. Like, I know money was an issue. How awesome is this? And then anybody that's ghosted you that was kind of interested in a group before, I would go back and state their goals to them. So, hey, not sure if you're still wanting to XYZ, lose the 10 pounds, tone up, whatever. But that program that we chatted about before is the cheapest it's ever been right now, just in time for our insane accountability group that starts on the 10th, ready to crush some goals with us. So again, just sharing your excitement. I like being able to specifically invite to something, so that's why I like to always have a group going that I can, rather than just a general group, because then I feel like people are kind of wishy-washy if they want to follow a program or do their own thing. So, I just kind of talk to them about either what we've talked about before, if we talked about a program, or kind of steer them towards a program by letting them know that there's a great deal. It's going to help them get to their goals. I tell them again, like, what their goals were, restate them. I know we can get you there. A bunch of us are doing it together. We're all holding each other accountable. Let's do it. And so that's what I am going to be doing with my invites. And I'm going back and I'm inviting everybody, like I said, everybody that's ever given me the price objection, all the ghosts, but specifically people that I've added to Snoop groups in the past. I know some of you probably newer coaches haven't done the Snoop group thing yet, but everybody that I invited to Snoop groups before, I'm going to go back and kind of like recheck on them, see if their goals have changed. That's the other thing. You can go back to people who either ghosted you or said, that they just couldn't do it right now, they were too busy or whatever. Like, just ask them, because it's tough love, but that's what coaches do. Like, that's what a good coach does, is hold you accountable. So ask them if their goals have changed. If they haven't, then we need to dig a little deeper and figure out what's truly holding them back. And so, yeah, don't feel bad about, kind of being a little bit blunt with them and just asking them, did something change? Like, you don't want to lose 10 pounds anymore? I mean, say it in a nice way. I tend to be a little bit sarcastic and snarky when I give examples, but, so that's kind of that. That's kind of the promo challenge, $20 off the challenge pack. And then the other thing that kind of goes along with that is upselling, because the challenge packs are so much less expensive right now. If somebody gets the BOD challenge pack, which I've been doing anyway, I add on the containers and I let them know, like, all the meal plans are coordinated with these containers. Like, you want to have these. You're not going to get out your measuring cups and do all that stuff all day. Like, these are make it so easy. So I've been adding that on anyway. Of course, I am letting them know that, and they've been totally fine with that. But also adding on stuff like, so really asking them all those questions in the conversation template and asking them about their struggles and stuff. So if their struggles are that they need quick snacks or quick meals and maybe sweets, then maybe suggest adding on beach bars. Just talk to them again. Like, I know you said you really struggle with like night snacking or wanting sweets all the time, or, you know, needing snacks when you're running the kids to and from baseball, like giving them specific examples. For me, baseball is a thing. So like, I know it's been so helpful for me, like when Bryce has a game over here and Tanner has a game over here, like to just have something that I know is healthy to grab on the way. What do you think about adding that into your order? Do you think that would be helpful to help, you know, to get you to your goals, and just kind of like putting the ball in their court and making them, you know, think that it's their idea? Like, oh yeah, like just kind of getting them thinking about what else they can do to help themselves be successful. Kind of giving them that, that power and the decision. Same with Energize. Like if their struggle was energy, so many people tell me that they have like zero energy. A lot of it has to do with their nutrition. But Energize or Recover, like if they haven't worked out in forever, I would say, like, you know, when you first start working out, usually you're pretty sore for the first few days. I suggest that you add on some Recover. That helps so much with muscle healing, muscle recovery. Because when I first started, I got so sore. I would get so sore in the first few days that then I'd have to take a couple days off, and then I'd get out of the rhythm, out of the habit. And that was how I continued my yo-yo cycle for so long. Like, so just a suggestion, I use it every day. But it has helped me so much. Like, do you want to add that onto your order as well? And then 3-day refresh, if they have like this summer. So how many weddings do people have coming up? Baby showers, birthday party, whatever, like just fun stuff in the summer, vacations. I would suggest, especially if they haven't been doing anything, getting a jump start, seeing some results quickly. And I'd let them know that, like, that's what helps me get motivated, is when I see things changing and I feel differently in a short period of time, then I can say, okay, like I can keep this going. But when it takes like 2 to 3 weeks to see any changes whatsoever, a lot of people get discouraged. They think they need to change things up. So suggesting the 3-day refresh added on is great. And if they have already gotten, like if they're getting Shakeology with their challenge pack, they can get, you know, just the 3-day refresh kit without the Shakeology. Or if they want to try a different flavor in their 3-day refresh, that's a good opportunity to do so as well. So that's kind of the upselling. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on was just this new 21-day group that my team and I are doing. Typically in the past, I've done kind of an open challenge group. Highly suggest that people get programs and follow them. But there's also a lot of people, like I don't limit it to only people that are buying challenge packs and doing paid programs. There's also people in there that are just running, or they're doing their own thing. And I think there's a lot of value in that. I think people that are doing their own thing, that are seeing other people get results doing the programs, is a huge thing. However, a lot of the coaches on my team, and myself included, found ourselves getting a little bit complacent ourselves with our sticking to the program and our results, and then ourselves as coaches and holding other people accountable. And so one thing that I've really been like focusing on lately is adding more value than you ask for, always. And so we just told the girls in our current group, and then girls that we started inviting, like, it's our job as coaches, when we signed up to coach you and you signed up with us, to get you the best results possible. You told us this is what you wanted to do. We want to help you get there. You know, if they've been with you for a while and they haven't, you know, they've fallen off or whatever, just say, like, you know, I've slacked off checking in on you as much as I should have, and I want to change that. I want to help you reach your goals. And this is how we're planning on doing it. We have a 3-week group. It's, I don't usually use the word intense. I'm trying to think. It's like 10x accountability. But we tell them, like, you're going to get kicked out if you don't do what you said you were going to do. Not because we want to be mean, not because, you know, we think that nothing, you know, that your life is any busier than anybody else's. It's just that this is what you said you wanted to do, and we're all fitting it in, and we want you to fit it in too. So we're doing a couple times. The first few days we did everything like daily to get them started right. But we're doing call outs and recognition a couple times a week. We're doing private like group messages. So each coach that's helping run the group, they have their people in a private message thread. I've been messaging them first thing in the morning and usually at night just to remind them to get their workouts in. We have a spreadsheet tracker that they can go in and fill out. It's like a Google Sheets, and they can go check off the boxes, and you can pick random prize winners for like anybody who checked off all the boxes on Wednesday gets entered for a prize. But it just kind of adds that extra piece of accountability for them. We're having them do personal development and affirmations. That's on the tracker, and that's kind of on our system, but we're talking about that ourselves. And then we have this point system where it's not a ton of stuff, but there's like 6 or 7 things that you can earn points for. And we strategically chose those things to help us with our business as well. So like the most points you can earn is for getting somebody started in your challenge group the same way you did. So if somebody signs up somebody under them, they get 500 points. If they share their before and afters, they get 300 points. That's the next one down. Or progress pictures, because those are things that we can share as social proof on our social media that people in our groups are getting results. And it makes the girls in our group feel awesome, and it's breeding coaches because they're sharing their results, they're gaining confidence. And then they're sharing recipes, sharing inspirational quotes, sharing funny memes, sharing their Shakeology, sharing their performance line. So basically all the things that you would share as a coach, they're sharing in the group. And then we'll do random challenges where they can tag us on Instagram and get extra points and stuff too. But they're going to win prizes for whoever gets the most points at the end. But like I said, for us, it was a lot of breeding coaches and getting them used to posting that stuff and gaining confidence and reading the personal development and just seeing the environment that's possible with like a great challenge group where everybody's being their best challenger. It's helping us to be our best challengers and get better results. I've been able to share my results because I've actually been doing the things. And yeah, a lot of FOMO surrounding the group. We've had people telling other people about it, and it's gotten us excited. It's gotten our team excited to be able to work on something like this together. So I highly recommend grabbing a buddy so that there's a little bit more engagement and you can split the work up a little bit. But it created urgency for us. We had dates that we had to hit. We're also in qualification for a big deal right now. So that was part of the motivation to get the group going. And the rule for our 21-day group was that they had to be signed up with a challenge pack and they had to have an active order the whole time that they're in the group, which is helping us in qual. But it's also helping them to get results. Like we told them, we said, and I was completely transparent with them when I said this, that we know that this is the best way that you're going to get results. We've been through it. We've coached people through it. Like this is how you're going to get results, this total package with everything. Also, it takes a lot of time, effort, energy, love, time, again, to run the group, to count, to tally the points daily, to do the call-outs. Because we have so many coaches in there, we have a lot of people that have been added. So to tally everybody that's done their workout for the day and call out the people that haven't and tally all the points, and it takes time. So we just said, we don't get paid a ton of money when you guys sign up. And we're cool with that. Like, we love you. We want you to get results. But if you stay active, that helps us. That, like, sustains us a little bit. That's for some of us, this is our main source of income. And so while we're getting you awesome results, while we're doing this thing we love, like, we're asking that you do this and, you know, get your best results and help us as well to run an effective group. So yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. It's worked really well for us this month. We're getting ready to run another one. We're going to tweak things a little bit. So feel free to ask questions or use any variation of kind of what we're doing for a group, but we're kind of all pitching in for the prizes. One of the grand prizes is a $100 Visa gift card. We're doing some swag bags and stuff. We wanted the prizes to be great. We did like a portable blender and just a whole bunch of other stuff. You're welcome. But we wanted it to be awesome because we wanted them to tell their friends. We wanted them to be excited. We wanted them to show up every day, like to have something to show up for. Like I'm not going to show up for a pencil, you know? So I figure I show up for money. So if you tell me there's a piece of gift card, and there's a few girls that are like posting their faces off. So yeah. So do you guys have questions? I didn't look at the chat because I am a squirrel. Everyone that was telling me I was muted at the beginning, thank you. Didn't read that. No questions? I don't think I forgot anything. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. I'm usually like a slides person, plus I have 18 pages of notes, so I don't forget to say anything, but I figure I'd just tell you what we're doing because it's working right now, and you know, just sharing it on social media, doing the invites on your stories, and I've been doing call to actions like pretty much every day, just coming at it from different angles. And then after our first group is done, it'll be nice because then we'll have some stuff to share, some social proof to share from the awesome results that people are getting, because they're losing like 3-5 inches in like 2 weeks and feeling really good, and everybody's like drinking their shakes and stuff like that. So that's been awesome too. All right. If you don't have any questions, you can message me later if you come up with something. Good night.